Well, we are back on the couch. Yeah, it's time for another therapy session. And we want to say a word of welcome to our podcast listeners as well. We've said it already in the show, but I just want to say one more time. Incubator's Couch is
unscripted,
vulnerable conversations for entrepreneurs and business owners just like you. And today we have a treat.
Yes, we do.
I'm probably not going to talk a whole lot because both of them are web designers and I am not.
Whatever. We're talking business, so it's fine.
This is true. But we want to say a word of welcome to Kiki, who is with us today, and her handle is on the screen in case you want to check her out, Facebook or Instagram. But how are you?
I am good. I'm glad to be here.
Yes,
Thank you guys
yes.
for inviting me to come on the show.
And I want to say a little bit, if you guys have been listening to 90.1 WJOU.
This is correct.
This is the voice of the lady that you
Yes.
hear all the time.
Exactly.
I did not know her, but I did hear her voice every time.
Every
I
time.
need to meet this lady because I love her voice. So
Praise
know.
business sponsor. The
This
kids
is the
actually
face
even
to
know
the
it.
voice. Yes, they do.
I think I have it.
They can recite it with you.
I know, right? I'm proud. Yeah, proud to be a praise bar.
That's right.
WJOU.
Oh, you. That's right. That's awesome. So for our local folks, that's just a little Easter egg. For those who are international, WJOU is a local radio station here in Huntsville that we listen to regularly.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a faith-based station. It's affiliated with Open University, and they play the hits. Anyway, but we're here with. So talk to us a little bit. Before we dive into the main component.
The therapy session.
Okay.
We do want the people online and the people listening in the podcast to know a little bit about what you do.
Okay.
We know that, but we want them to know that, and
Okay.
then that gives them some context
Of what
for
we
what we're
do.
going to dive into.
Alrighty, so Kiki 360 Design. When I named it 360, I did not know that 360 was gonna encompass everything.
Ooh.
But it does, right? So we do branding. So that's logo design, business card colors,
Come on.
mottos, slogans,
Love that.
anything for print, business card, brochures, banners,
Wow.
digital boards, exhibits. What do you think of print? Books. We do book design, magazine design,
Nice.
book cover
Oh, yeah.
design, anything for the web. So
Wow.
website, social media management. We also do SEO,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
All
like
the
you don't want to
things,
do the
y'all.
SEO and you don't know how to. You'd be like the directory listings, keywords, Google Analytics, all Google ads, Facebook ads,
Love it.
UTMs, yes,
UTMs.
retargeting,
Yes.
pixels,
All
all
the
that good stuff. HTML, Mailchimp, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all.
360.
360, all that. And not to mention, we even help people. Like, I work with a lot of startups and small businesses. So I'm almost like a business coach sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, helping you come up with the whole concept. I'd be like, just come in and we go, if you do what I say,
Work it.
it's going to work.
We're
I
gonna
swear
launch.
to God.
That's so good.
That's what it is.
That's a lot of. There's so much synergy in terms of what we do as well, because even from the platform that we have here for Incubator's Couch, people have been messaging, like, do you guys do business coaching? I'm trying to get my LLC started, stuff like that. So it's always interesting to have some of those conversations. In fact, it's those conversations that kind of started the show,
true.
because we're
Yeah.
trying to walk people through that process, help them to see what they're not considering.
Right.
You may have that skill. We've often said that you have that skill set, but how do you take that skill set and make it into a business?
Yeah.
The skill set is not the business, to
It
be
is
clear.
not. Yeah.
And so there's a whole walk, that your journey, her whole
true.
pathway that you got to go through to experience that. Thank you so much
Make
for
some
sharing.
mistakes and things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fail fast, fail often, get up,
Yeah.
Yeah, get
Get
back
up.
up and do
move
it.
again.
And that's the key, to get back up and to keep going.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you know why we are here. We are
Absolutely.
here for the therapy session.
We're on the couch.
We are on
Right.
the couch.
We're on the
Yes.
couch.
And
Yeah.
we are ready for the story.
You ready for the story?
We are. We are.
God, so I could probably have a million stories, but I picked one that is rare. Right?
Okay,
And
okay.
for me, I say it's rare because I've only had 2 legal cases in my 20-something years of doing design.
Well, that's
Right?
20-something years.
Yeah,
Yes,
so like-
that is
20-something years
major,
of-
y'all.
that's
Right.
major.
So when
20-something years of business.
I first started out, like still in undergrad at A&M, I worked for a company, and people have to have their business together when they got partners and things, because
Yes.
you'll be communicating
Yes.
with one partner and one partner is doing something else. And it just so happened that there was a an older lady and a younger lady that was partners, right? And I was dealing with the younger lady. Well, she got over on the older lady and like took her money, and then they wanted to sue me for the work that I had done, and like took me to small claims court.
What
So I had to go.
You?
Yes, what did it have to do with me? She didn't want to pay for it, but I don't know if the girl didn't give us stuff or didn't follow through. But that's not my problem.
No.
If it didn't follow through, if I didn't design, that's it.
You did the work. Okay.
Right. So recently in the last couple years, right? So I learned then, get your contracts together.
Yes.
Get your
Contracts together.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
it's like that. Even when I add on a new service or I'm doing something different, contract has to be locked tight, right? So if this client, this horror story here is new client just starting out, right? And sometimes they come to you, they don't know what they want to do.
No
I knew you were
clue.
gonna
They
say
don't,
that.
they don't know what they want to do, right? So you help them. And of course, they'll kind of have an idea, or they'll have an idea for a name, and it's terrible. And their name got to have a D in it because
Oh my
that's my
goodness.
middle name.
Oh my god.
Gotta have a D in there.
Come on, people.
Help us.
So
I'm
so
way
we
too
go
familiar with
so
this.
we go so we go through the whole process. You're starting a business, you want to do e-commerce online. And I try to let people know this is work. It's a lot of work. Like when you're going to be
Yes.
selling products, you got to know what your products. You got to have SKUs. You got to have titles. You got to have description. You got to have
Dimensions,
pricing.
pricing.
Right.
Just come on. Yes.
All of that has to be done, right? All of that, right? So we got through the branding part, right? The logo, the business card, the social media part, right? And then they kind of fell off. And like this started at the beginning of the year, January. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm also very leery of people that start in January and February when they get what they getting?
The tax
Tax money.
Tax
Yeah,
return.
those people that start a business at tax time.
Yeah. Because that's
I
all
love
they had.
I love the endeavor. I love the wants, right? But you ain't thought about the work that comes into starting a business.
It is a lot of work, and people don't realize
They don't
that.
realize
They
that.
think it's easy.
So yeah, so after those first few months of getting the stuff in, getting the branding done, colors, logo, whole branding kit, all that good stuff, did all of that, and then they kind of fell off. So it's like the emails, the follow-up. And I'm very good of, guess what? I'm going to follow up with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow up with you
Yes,
almost
ma'am.
every week. You're going to get an email that says, hey, how's it going? Where are you at?
What are we
Still
doing?
need
Yes.
this. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What do you need from me? Do we need to have a meeting? Right?
That's
all
right.
of that. We
yes.
do.
I
we
hope
make
y'all
sure
paying attention.
That's
Yes,
this is
pay
not
attention.
all gold right
Pay
here.
attention.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
you do. You
yeah.
follow up. You got your paper trail. You did your job, right? I'm doing what you paid me to do. I'm actually doing a little bit more. Because I'm motivating you.
I'm
You're
doing
doing
more.
the motivating.
Yes.
It's not my
I'm
business.
doing more
it's
now.
Your business.
It's your business.
What?
And I've kind of learned over the years, I do not care more about a client's business than they do. I cannot put more energy into your business than you do.
Oh my word.
And that was almost a hard lesson to learn because I care about people and I
True.
want
And you
everybody
want
to succeed. I
Yes.
want you to grow. I want you to be top. I don't make $1 million. Hey, make me look good.
Make me look good. Yes,
We
yes.
all successful.
That's
I'm
true.
successful.
Absolutely.
But they fell off, right? So fell off, and you're doing the emails. Hey, let's meet. And we actually might have met like 1 or 2 times in there. I'd have to go back through my emails to get like the exact time of how many times we met. Right? And I tell people, especially my branding customers now, because it happens a lot. People will start off, I will tell you, no, that's not it. That shouldn't be the name. Think about how you're gonna market. Think of it from your customer's perspective,
Yeah.
customer's journey, right?
Yeah. The customer.
Guess
journey.
what? 6 months in, after we done did all your branding, all your colors, logo design, business
No.
cards, social media, guess what you say?
Don't tell me. No.
I want to change the
Change the
name.
name. I think I'm gonna change the name.
Yeah, I can't. Ooh.
What?
You can change it as long as you know.
As long as you know it's gonna
that
cost.
money is gonna
See,
be money.
Yeah.
See,
Okay,
there's a whole piece right here, man. We just gotta stick one pin real
We're
quick.
gonna stop right there. Let's
We're
go.
gonna pause just for a second.
Put a pin in it. Let's go.
The cost. First of all, the investment that you've already made. This is why you want to front load that thought process, that
Yes,
dreaming
exactly,
process,
true.
that brainstorming
And
process.
they were stuck though. They
Put
were
your
stuck
stuff
on that
the-
D.
That's stuff like that. Yeah, you want that right there. I would even pause on the entire business
On that.
until I was comfortable and confident that this is the name I want to use going forward. Because that right there, that'll be a make or break.
But
thing.
they were adamant
That this
they
was
were
the one.
Adamant that D, they had to have that D.
Wow.
We're still kind of dumbfounded.
We did all paused and looked at each other for a second.
What?
So want to change the name. And of course, at this point is where I had said at the beginning, let me do what I do. Let's help brainstorm of what you want your name to be.
Yes.
Right? So we go through all these name combinations, right? All these names. And I'm like old school. I'm like writing them down. We're doing, we brainstorm different ideas, things that kind of match up to come up to a name and bring them together.
Right.
All that good stuff, right? Come up with a great name, right? So then we're going to redo the logo, redo the business cards, redo the social media, right? Now, at the same time, because I still haven't got stuff for the website, right?
Yeah.
For the website.
You've been doing
so
all
we're
the
having a learning session on that, right? And then they seen something when we were doing the research of how someone else which was really a service that will pull all those products in for you so that you don't actually have to do the products yourself, even though you say you create these products, right? But then you kind of want to fill in with other stuff so that you don't have to do that too.
Yeah.
So you seen that, right? So then like a week later, you be like, hey, I want to cancel the contract and I want my money back. So I kind of knew what you want to do. You was going to go the easy route and kind of change your business plan, but that's still not going to work because
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
No.
But
it doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter at that point. We
Yeah.
have a contract, right?
Yeah.
So I calculated up. So I was like, hey, after redoing this, and
Yeah.
this, right? And then,
It's gonna
what
be
you got
this.
left, this is what
This is what
this
it's
is what
gonna
we could
be.
give you a refund for, right? They wasn't happy with that, right? Didn't email me back or say anything, right? Next thing you know, I get a letter in the mail for circuit court.
What?
Yeah. So I was like, I was confused. Like when the sheriff came, knocked on my door, I was like,
Came and knocked on your door.
yeah, they come serve you the papers. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Oh my.
Absolutely. So I was like,
Okay.
and I try to be very self-aware, right? So I tried to look, I'm going back over all the emails, right? Dates, right? Let me tell you, I don't clear out my history either.
Neither do I. I save every
I don't clear my
email.
history, right? So I called them, right, to have a conversation. And then this way it went crazy. Well, they said, well, you ain't do anything. And we ain't do nothing.
What?
And you ain't helped me come up with my name.
What?
Well, guess what I got? Oh, I got search history.
Thank you.
Well, we done went through all of this and showed you everything. Guess what I got? I got all my paperwork from where we done wrote, did sketches, and everything. But that ain't the crazy part.
That ain't
the crazy part.
I'm looking forward
That
to
ain't the
this.
crazy part. Y'all ready for the crazy part?
Yes, I am.
Y'all ready for it?
I'm ready. Come on.
How come I get a call from one of those the court TV shows? She
No.
done called in and tried to get us on the court TV show.
Judge Judy?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Blown away.
I was
right
like,
now.
how did y'all find
What?
it? Did they contact you? The woman was like, yeah.
They contacted the TV show.
That's not. That's just.
Because the thing,
'Cause you-
I'm gonna
'cause you
tell
know
you,
they
and
don't-
here's
they
and here's
pay
why
for
she
it.
do it.
I know,
they
they
pay
pay-
for
'cause
it.
they
So
gonna
you're
get
gonna
money.
get paid,
You're gonna-
and then I
yes,
get
you
money,
get
and you
paid.
just coming on there to look silly. Oh, absolutely.
That's
And guess what I did?
wrong.
I did out of
That's-
straight. You not finna get a penny.
Pretty much.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a
Absolutely
dime.
not. Now mind you, I'm saying being on TV might be good for my business name, right?
Ain't no such thing as bad advertising.
There's no such thing as bad advertising. Like I thought about it for a second. Like
Because you
I
already
could-
knew I'm good.
I'm
I
good.
got
good.
all my
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm
I
good.
know I'm gonna
I
win.
got it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
My word. I am blown away right now.
Yeah.
I contacted
I
by the
said-
TV show.
I was like, Lord, what you trying to tell me right now? What are you trying to teach
What
me?
in the world? Okay. I'm listening.
Wow.
Like I might have to be a little less nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
A little. I think that was probably really the point a couple years ago. I really said, yeah, I can't invest too much into
Yes.
Your business.
other people's business more than they do. For real,
So
for real.
How did it? So I'm assuming that this did resolve.
Yeah, went to court.
Not the TV court.
The
No, real court.
court.
Yeah, Madison County.
Yeah.
Circuit.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Here's paperwork. Here's
Done.
yeah.
Thank you. We good.
Thank you. And they got nothing.
Nothing.
Wow. That is crazy.
I'm blown away. There's some.
That's scary.
Yeah,
y'all. That
yeah,
is
it's kind of scary. And I mean,
that
and to
is
come back
scary.
and go. The crazy part was to come back and say, "No, you didn't do this. No, you didn't help me with this." Right? And I was like, for real. I was like, I righteously, like when I was in front of the judge, I was like, righteously, I should keep her name. The name of the business is mine.
Yes.
I came up with that.
You came up with all that.
Wow.
Trademark that bad boy.
Yo, this is such
they
a.
can't get
There's so many nuggets. So
That's so
number one,
jacked.
So many nuggets.
You gotta have your contract in place.
Lord.
Got to.
Ironclad. Number two, document and
Everything.
sketch and take notes.
Everything, y'all.
I do a lot of my stuff on Zoom, and those joints are recorded. Holla glory. And backed up and archived, so because a lot of the stuff I do in terms of coaching, it's all intellectual property. It's all it's not physical product. It's exchange of ideas. And so you have that moment in the Zoom recording where the person's like, "Oh, that's the one." And I have to record that because we want to go back and review. So having documentation, not just so for this scenario. I want to be clear. There is so many times where a previous client has come back to do more work, and I'll share with them some of the notes from a previous session. So you have those two pieces, making sure you have the notes and the documentation. But then lastly, just being confident in yourself to say, this is what has been provided. Because there are some people who, when they got that pushback, like, okay, here's the court document saying you didn't do anything. Some people could have just refunded the money.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just refund you everything because I don't want to deal with the court.
I don't want to deal
with all these pieces.
Yeah.
And so there's a level of certainty and confidence you have to have in your work and what you provided that client to be able to say, no, I'm calling your bluff.
Pretty much.
Because I did this work. And I think there's a lot of lessons there for us to be able to do.
For sure.
Yeah. And I've done what I do for a long time. So please give me my flowers. Give me my flowers, give me my coins.
Wow.
We do what we do, and we've done it for a long time.
That is
and I
amazing.
know there's value in that. So so it was disrespectful.
It really
It
was.
I mean, that's the other side of it is that after having gone through all that work, giving them an honestly, because when you said here's what's left, I was like, they shouldn't get anything back.
Pretty much.
I thought that was already nice to begin with. I was like, that's already nice. She's already going out of her way to say, okay, well, based on the work that we've done, since you're canceling now, this is what's left. Oh no, we're not refunding you anything.
Not getting nothing.
Nothing. So I already thought that was nice. So to hear that I was blown away. I mean, literally, what do you do when the client takes you to court?
That's going to be the title for the episode. No, for real.
What do you do? Go. Wow. You in the right.
Did you have your own lawyer?
No, I just went. I know I'm not worried about it.
You had all your stuff.
I had all my stuff.
All your stuff.
And plus, some people say I act like a lawyer a lot of times anyway when I get it. Like literally this week, one of my clients was like, it's not too late to go to law school, right? It's not too late to go, right? And I was like, I know that.
That is crazy.
That
is crazy.
Black and white.
Listen, this was absolute gold. I don't know if you had one or two. We do want to take a second to for you to let people know where they can find you, follow you.
Okay.
Of course, your handle is on the screen.
Yeah.
But we do want to make sure you kind of share with them if you have any projects coming up, different things that you might want to share. That's like, okay, boom, this is where you can find me, follow me. This is some of the things we got.
Yeah, I am Kiki 360 Design everywhere. So if you righteously, you just type in Kiki 360 and maybe even Huntsville, Alabama. 20 plus years on the internet. So if you type in Kiki 360, you are going to find me. It's Kiki 360 Design. Projects right now, like when I say a 360, I'm doing a million things. I'm always doing a million things.
Wow.
But it's what I love to do, so it doesn't feel like I'm doing a million things.
That's good. You got to do what you love.
So I would just say, Kiki 360, follow me. My Instagram is a little mix of business and pleasure. So you kind of get to know me on my Instagram. So it's better there, right? Than my Facebook. Yeah, it's better there. So follow me on Instagram.